right, we're back.
Baby, come closer. Make me breathe, make me yours. Make me free. Hold me tight.
Here we are.
before the emptiness takes
Ladies and gentlemen,
over
welcome
and
back.
never
For those of you who don't know, we were doing some mod on this very lovely guitar, and then due to failures at the level of our soldering iron, we had to throw that soldering iron away, buy a new one. I just bought a new one, and we're ready to go. So here we are. We made it. All right, give me 1 second. Make sure everything is in place. We're good. Okay. YouTube, Twitch, can someone confirm sound good? I'm assuming we're doing really well. So, yeah, with that being said, let's get the party started, man. We really need to finish this guitar before the end of the day, hopefully today. Yeah, hopefully before the end of the day, everything will be done and we're good. So, let's get started. What we did, guys, was that we replaced the pickups already, so I'll show you guys the... This is the guitar, it's a Washburn N4. We changed the bridge pickup from Bill Lawrence 500 XL to a Seymour Duncan Nazgul rail. So if I want to show you guys the pickup, we've already changed it to this. So that's our bridge pickup now. And it's a good thing, right? Because first of all, it's an Alnico 8 high output metal bridge pickup. Awesome. Tight low end. We love that. So we don't get that ice pickiness and the weird sound of a Bill Lawrence pickup. But also it's a rail, right? It's a rail pickup. And this guitar, Washburn N4, is traditionally a rail, bridge pickup. So it's a rail bridge pickup guitar, right? That's a better way to put it. So yeah, what we did was we replaced the pickups. Everything was done. We were good, and then the soldering iron failed us. So I literally just bought a new soldering iron, and you guys can see it right here. There we go. You can see that. It's a proper one, not a cheap one that I bought from Amazon, and it failed me miserably in front of millions of people on YouTube. And so what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna, unscrew the cavities here, expose the cavities, the electronics, and then we're gonna go on and live our life and finish the job, which is important. All right, let's go. All right, is the music good? Can you guys hear it? I hope so. All right, cool. Let us get going. Yeah. So what I did was in the interim, I was live about 2 hours ago, I think, 2-3 hours ago. Our first stream ended because the soldering iron failed us miserably. And now we're gonna see if this new soldering iron that I just went out and bought is gonna do the job. And I've got my Cuban cigar ashtray that I cleaned up for my, screws. Put everything there. Stay right where you are. There we go. And I bought some extra copper wire because the what do you call it? The ground wire that went from the pickup selector to the volume pot was really tight and short, and I was trying to clean up the old ground solder joint on the pickup selector. I was trying to clean it up, and I couldn't clean it up for some reason. The old soldering iron wasn't melting it, so I had to sort of use a bit of a rougher method to clean it up, And
Just this quiet.
hopefully this bit of the process is going to be a lot faster now. And we'll be alright. Okay, so here we go. For those who don't know, again, this is our, electronics cavity. This is where the pickup selector is. This is where the volume pot is. And this guitar is with 2 humbuckers and 1 volume knob. That's it. So it's a very simple, minimalistic guitar. Undoing the pickup selector, pickup switch. The 3-way toggle. There we go. And expose this and come out here. There we go. So yeah, let's see if we can clean it up or not. All right, so what is currently connected to my pickup switch is my neck pickup, which is a Seymour Duncan 59. The neck pickup's hot signal, and that's it. And the connection to the volume pod. Those are the only 2 connections on the thing right now, on my pickup selector right now. Now, before I do anything else, I really need to clean up this joint here, which is the ground joint, the grounding joint. Do that because I don't want to burn anything on my guitar. Cover this baby like this so that nothing gets burnt, nothing goes crazy. I just like to keep my guitar neat. Cover up this with that. And I think we're in a good spot now to see how the new soldering iron is gonna work. I just bought the soldering iron, guys. I don't know how well this is gonna work. So we'll see. I'm just gonna move the microphone out of the way and then try the new iron and then see if right now at 842 degrees Fahrenheit or 450 degrees Celsius, let's see if it's gonna work. Now, put it here, hold on. This thing is gonna be really hot, so I'm gonna be careful. Oh shit. Okay. So, mother of fucks. Okay. That's the thing with doing everything at home. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is to get some soldering wire to tin the head of my soldering iron. And tinning essentially means, guys, that you get some soldering iron and you rub it at the tip of your soldering wire and you rub it at the tip of your iron. And what it does is just cleans it, essentially. And I got some extra left here, actually. There we go. Okay. You can use this to clean things up. Let me see. Come a little closer. And let's just... There we go. Tin it up a little. You do not want to inhale that fume. All right, and then rub in a wet sponge. What we're doing right now. Clean it nice and easy. And then let us see if we can just melt this down a little. And what I'm also gonna do is to use my solder suck and see if I can suck some of it out of you. Load it. There we go. Got a good amount out of there. let's see if I can push this stuff out a little. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Damn. That little piece of wire is stuck there and it's not coming out. Out. Hey, finally. There we go. Alright, let's put this baby back on. Let's just clean the tip a little. Alright. Just trying to clean this nice and well. And then turn the machine off. Then put this there. Making sure that the weight of the wire doesn't pull the iron out where it shouldn't go. Okay. Now let's see if we can clean this joint a little, shall we? Out. Go. There's still so much solder on this thing, man. Goddamn, turn it back on. see if we can remove some of the solder. There we go, that's better. Giorgio says you're still live. I just got live, dude. I just came live. I bought a new soldering iron. And it's working like magic. I literally just, what we couldn't do in 1 hour, I just did in like 3 minutes. The joint is clean. Yeah. So, I literally went out and bought a soldering iron. And we're back in action again, baby. We're back in action. We don't leave anything half-assed. That's what we don't do. In this channel, on this community. We don't do half-assed stuff. I went to a hardware store. Literally went to a hardware store. Bought a new soldering iron. Look at that. Proper one. Like everything proper. Yeah. And it just fixed it. Like, this is good now. How good is that? How good is that? Actually, before thing cools down, let me tin the tip of this thing. All right, there we go. Let that thing cool down. All right, so now what we're gonna do is to sort of like clean up around this area. I just wanna do a little bit of filing around that thing. Got a nice file here. Yeah, just a little, just to clean this little baby up. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're almost done. Little stretches, ends. Good. Alrighty. So now, after all of that effort, let us finally bring it together a little more. So, alrighty. All right, so now I have a problem with. I'll try my best. So the problem here is that the ground wire that goes from the selector to my volume pot is really tight. I don't have much room to play around. I'm just gonna have to strategize how I'm gonna go about this. What I'm probably going to do, right? What I'm probably gonna do to pull this thing out a little bit more, make this a little bit more naked, make this a little bit more naked. So all my ground wires, just make them a little naked, and then twist them together, and then put them all through this. The hole. Yeah, that probably is the way to go. Okay, let's do this. So, let's see if we can make the tips here a little more naked. And I bought some extra copper wire too, so if something goes berserk, thing doesn't add up, I'll a new one in for this one. I'm already tempted to do it. Like honestly, I'm already tempted to just get rid of this green wire and use my own copper wire in there. Really tempted to. But we'll see how this one goes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm probably gonna have to. Ah, annoying. Trying to make this piece of wire naked, guys. All right, that's a start. So that's one. To the now to the where's my knife? let's try to make this naked. This is gonna be rough. Gotta be careful here. Yeah, I think I got it. Almost. There we go. We got it. Krusty says nice. Krusty, how you doing? Happy Friday, happy Saturday. Where you are in the world, hope you're doing well. All right, let's just a little bit more. Knife. Clean up that a little. All right, so that's 2 down. 1 to go. And then we'll be all right. Okay, so done with that. Now, what I want to do, just a quick reminder for those of you who have not joined the stream from part 1. A quick reminder that in Seymour Duncan pickups, if you're not doing coil splittages, you basically get the red and white wire, put them together, solder them up, and then the green and gray, this little thingy here, is your grounding wires. So, that. Okay, so we got the ground wire for 2, and these to go in like that and this. Just need 1 more for my bridge pickup. I have to strategize how I'm going to approach it. And then once that is done, we're good. Now, before I do that, before I do the grounding though, I really want to get my red and white wire. And I'll zoom in so you guys can see. There we go. That's my red and blue wire. I'm just gonna wrap them up together like this. Just twist them up. Let them cuddle each other like that. I'm just gonna solder them just a little, and then I'm gonna put them backwards and tape this thing up. So that's easily doable, and I'm gonna just turn my soldering iron back up again. Let this baby roll. And it is rolling. Good. Go. And I am going to, get my ground wires to cuddle. So the green and the silver, let's get them to cuddle as well. Twist them up well, like this. The better you ground, the better it is, the less static you're gonna get. That's why it's important to ground them well. Your whole thing. And that's why you have conductive paint in these cavities, right? And at the back of the covers, because you just want to create a really nice rounded situation. Now, while that thing is heating up, while my thing is heating up, I want to actually strategize how I'm going to approach this, because all of these are going to go back there, the grounding hole of my pickup selector, and then the hot rod here, which is black wire for my bridge pickup, is going to go and get soldered. I'm just going to have to strategize how I'm approaching this. So this is probably the way. Comes from overlay. Okay, go. Let that thing up. I might actually close the wire here just more. How good are Seymour Duncans? Seriously. So good. Seymour Duncans are honestly the best. They're such good pickup. In all sincerity. My God. Yeah. So good. Like, honestly, Seymour Duncan pickups are just amazing. Great pickup, great build, great everything, man. Just cream of the crop. Love them. And here we go. Okay. Our iron is about to get ready. Almost there. So let's just chance to clean this up a little. Then we'll use the iron to further clean up our ground joint. Extra that plastic stuff away. Okay, so step one, first things first, we're just gonna solder the tip of the black and red wire together as it was instructed to us by Seymour Duncan, because we're not doing any coil splitting, and the red and white are for coil splitting. Okay, and I think we're good. Put this away. There. And bring this here. That's, I want to solder. My guitar gets screwed. I'm just gonna solder this a little bit. Alrighty, give me some more wire. Somebody on Twitch. If you're on Twitch chat, you'll see it. Somebody's just trying to sell us viewers. My guy, Mr. Consultant whatever, please quit putting these kind of garbage on my chat on Twitch, please. I don't need to buy viewers. Okay? You are now officially banned. We're trying to sell viewers. We want organic talking here, right? We want real people talking real talk. There we go. Right? I want real people coming in and hanging out and having a good time, man. Quit trying to do this whole, like, oh, buy professional viewers nonsense. Like, get out of here. Okay. So, all right, we're ready to go. we're ready to go. We're gonna tin the tip of our soldering iron again, just a little, and then we're gonna heat up this joint here, and then we're gonna put our soldering wire on it. Okay, so put that away. Clear the way up because this thing is 450 degrees Celsius hot. That's 840 degrees Fahrenheit, if you're wondering. All right, clean it up. Beauty. All right, let's heat up a little. That's it. Done. Put this back. Here we go. And that's it. Now the red and white wire are soldered together really nicely. Cool it down, and tuck it back. That. And we'll be taping over this not long from now. Once all the soldering is done, we'll just put the whole thing up. Not worry. Now, what we want to do is, maybe I'll do this too. Give me a second. Where's the blue thingy? I had it somewhere around here. Ah, there it is. I'll get another one. It doesn't matter. I'll put one of these. And I think these are a little too thin. All right, I gotta get another cover. There we go. And I'm gonna put everything through it. This. And cover it. It should fit. I gotta clean the thing around it a little more, I guess. Alright, where's my knife? Put this on standby. Go. Shave it like you shave prosciutto. Alright, now put this down. Like that. Fold it down. Hope you guys see it. Like that. There we go. Fold the red and white down. And then put this through this cover cap. Through. Easy. Like this, and now you got the red and white wire all isolated, insulated, and covered, which is what we like. All right, now to the next step. The next step now is for us to finish the grounding, which is the most difficult of all, because every ground wire you got here goes through the exact same hole, right? Gotta make sure that everything's sorted out there. Then once this goes in there, and everything over there. Okay. to
Heal my
a
heart,
little bit more naked.
be my way, let me do with you. Hold my name like it breaks on your
Alright, we gotta do a little bit more cleanup, guys. Sorry.
touch.
I tried to
skin
do it, but I
like you're scared I might
it up a little more.
say it soft like it's dangerous. So try slow, hard slow. Let me see your face. Don't stop, baby, don't stop. I wanna hide forever in your heart. Drive slow, let me see your face. Don't stop, don't stop. I wanna hide forever in your heart. Trace my thoughts like they're glass in your hands. If we fall, don't you let me land. So try slow, hard slow. Let me see your face. Don't stop, baby, don't stop. I wanna hide forever
And that thing
in
is
your heart. Try slow, let me see your face. Don't stop, don't stop. I wanna hide forever in your heart.
Man, we're close. There we go, finally. My God. Hallelujah. All right. That's better. All right, we're almost there. Almost there, guys. So now I've got the ground wires together. Now all I gotta do is to put it through, you know, my ground joint, my ground hole on the pickup selector, and then just solder it up and then do the hot, and then we're done. That's it. And then this extra that is there, I'll take it off too. Let's heat up the soldering iron. Then after this little bit, this little black hot one goes opposite. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so with this one, I'm not sure if you guys can see, I want a little bit of, you know, solder there and a little bit on the other side. Just a tad, tiny little bit, and we're good. We don't need to like overdo it like the guy before we did it. Like, you just have to have a good connectivity. You know what I mean? You don't need to overdo it or anything. Solid, stable, electrical connectivity. Yeah, we might have to. Yeah, you know that those solder joints actually look good. I was thinking maybe I should just like redo the solder joints on the volume pod, and I'm like, probably not, because they look like nice and shiny already. Like they look healthy, and the guitar doesn't have any issues per se. So I think we're good. All right, let us cover this baby up. And the only reason I do it is because I don't want to burn my guitar. If you do it for somebody else, you don't want to burn somebody else's guitar. Isn't that nice? Alright, let's go. Let's just tin this baby a little. Alright, here we go. side. Perfect. Want to get the bottom right. Perfect, we're good. Doing alright. Easy and clean. Good. Good. Alright, let's clean the tip. Guys, just give me 1 second. I'll open the door to this room because of the fumes. The fumes are toxic. I got air conditioner behind to move, like, create a bit of a airflow, but just give me a second. Alright. Sorry about that. Okie dokie. Now, let's do the other one. There we go. So I just exposed the hole. Now all I want to do is to put the hot wire through it, and then we'll just solder it back on. We're done. Where's the... Done. I think we're done with soldering, actually, so let me just, tend the tip of this. Just clean it at one more time, and we'll say goodbye to our soldering machine. Soldering iron. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Alright. Put it... shut down. And let it chill. Okay. So what we did just now, for those of you who are wondering, was essentially ground the selector and put the hot wire of our new pickup where it's supposed to go. Alright, now that everything is done, I'll just cut this last little annoying bit. Everything is absolute clean form. Yep. And left. Done. And get it up, make sure there's nothing else there. Alright, what do we have? Everything looks good. Everything just looks like the way it should be. So now, what we're gonna do is to put our sub-selector back where it was. Not the neatest. Because the thing is, this cavity is so tiny. On here. Man, damn, whoever did this first piece of work on this, like whoever wired this guitar first, damn that person, seriously. Man, he didn't leave me any room to do anything. Seriously. Who does it now? I gotta strategize now how I go around this. I want it to be... Seems to be the neatest way to go. Okay. Okay. Now, let's stop the music. But this is what I want to check before we do anything else. I just want to make sure that we get signal in either way. So let's just make sure before we like close everything up, despite the fact that there's nothing there, you know, there's no strings or anything else. Let's see if we can hear some signal. Turn this stuff on. And I just lost the camera, didn't I? What happened? I was trying to literally connect the pedal and I lost my signal. Give me 1 second. Did the camera turn off? Did I just lose power? What happened? Something might have moved. Okay. All right. So let's just figure out and see if everything has signal the way it should. So what I'm gonna do is to connect my amp, my pedal, to this guitar, despite the fact that there are no strings. And what I'm gonna do is to sort of switch pickup from bridge to neck and then both, and then tap it with a screwdriver, and then see if I hear a signal. If I hear a signal, it means we're all good. And then I'll go to the next step, which is to bring out my multimeter and make sure everything is going smoothly. That's gonna be what we're gonna do now. Lemon, how are ya? Lemon says, what pickup you swapped to? I took out the Bill Lawrence XL500 in the bridge position of my Washburn guitar, and I replaced it with Seymour Duncan Nazgul rails. It's an Alnico 8 high output metal pickup with tight low end, and we like it. We like it a lot. So I swapped it to that. Not only it's perfect for playing even gent stuff, like not only it's good for that, not only it's nice, thick and meaty, the sound of it, but also it's like in rails, right? It's an Alnico 8 pickup in rails, and aesthetically it doesn't impact my guitar because Washburn 500 XL pickup, that pickup also is a rail pickup. Giorgio says Mia Tuya? What did you mean by that? All right, let's stop the music for a second. Pause. And let's see if we can hear a signal, right? I am going to connect to a clean channel maybe for now. All right. Volume's up. Yeah. And I'm going to come here. Guys, give me a second. Cool. Now, let's see if I can turn up the signal. Not sure if you guys can hear it. Fuck yeah. Okay, I don't think you guys could hear it, could you? Let me add the audio to this thing. Hold on. Add audio, can I? MIA, missing in action. Wish you did it in capital. I would be able to pick it up. Okay, so can you guys hear this? I don't know what you guys hear because I can't monitor it. But if I go to my bridge pickup, and I'm going to increase the volume for myself a little too, right? This is the bridge pickup, and all I'm gonna do is to tap my pickup in the bridge position and see if you guys can hear something. Hear it? You should be able to easily hear it, right? So what tapping on the bridge pickup just showed me, and it's in the bridge position, so I've inserted my pickup selector correctly, not in reverse. Otherwise, this would have been obviously the bridge one. But my neck pickup, as you guys can hear it, has sound. That means in the process of doing what I'm doing, I didn't interrupt the signal. I didn't ruin anything. Mwah! Love it. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to go to the bridge position right here. Okay, and now I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Hear that? Hear that? Right? Perfect. What it means is that also in the bridge position, everything is fantastic. Now put it in the middle. You should be able to hear from both. Yes. Yes. We hear it. We hear it. That's amazing news, right? So that means all the hassle we went through. Let me silence this so you guys don't hear the static anymore. That means all the hassle we went through and wiring this guitar up has come to fruition. That's fantastic news, right? So we're in a good spot. So we are in a very good position now to do the final checks with our multimeter. And if everything is a-okay, we're just good to, you know, screw everything up and then go and start working on the neck, which is a huge step forward. So I'm very, very pleased. I am very, very happy. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the amp. I'm gonna disconnect the guitar right there, and I'm gonna put this cable away. Here we go. Okay, so done with that. Now let us flip this guitar around. Let's just clean this place up a little. I'm not doing any soldering anymore. I don't need the solder suck. I'm gonna put it away. And then I'm gonna garbage away, trash away, and so on. And then let's flip this baby like that. And now let's bring the multimeter out, shall we? The multimeter. And I'm gonna put these back to where they're supposed to go. I'll play some music for you guys. Just segundo, por favor. I will be right back. I'll play you something nicer. This is not nice. There we go. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. Alrighty, so now we got the multimeter out, and essentially one of the many jobs that this thing does is that it helps you figure out if everything is connected or not, right? And I want, with the ground part, especially with the ground, wherever there is a ground joint, I want to make sure I measure it and make sure that everything's actually well grounded. So here we go. I'm just gonna get rid of the tips, expose the tips, and pause the music. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the multimeter in this sort of like it's infinite mode, whatever you want to call this mode. When you put it there, like that. Now, whenever you guys hear a beep, and I'm gonna put the multimeter next to the microphone so you guys hear a beep. Have a listen. Whenever you guys hear this, did you hear it at all? I'm not sure. How do I make sure you hear it? Like, hold on. That sound, right? Whenever you hear it, that's a good sign. That means that things are connected. So for example, if I go on the pot, and on the pot we should hear a beep. We do. Okay? If I go on this joint and that joint, I should hear a beep. That's good. Okay? So now I want to go to where everything is grounded on my pickup selector. And I want to go to the volume pot. That's like very, very important. So I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go here. Beep. How good is that? Right? And can someone in the chat tell me if you've heard it or not? That'll be great. I really want you guys to hear the beep. It's awesome. Doroteo says, did you get a haircut? Yes, sir, I did. I did 3 days ago. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. That's all grounded. We like it. And then... perfect. And then I'm going to do another one from my grounding joint on the pickup selector all the way to my input jack here. So I want to do one there too. Like end to end. Perfect. Perfecto. Perfecto. Okay? So that means we are in a good situation here. And I should be able to sort of like get the same kind of beep if I did it with like, you know, here and here or here and here. So let's try. Have a look. That's fantastic. Again here. Fantastic. Everything is beeping the way we want it to beep. So let's turn the multimeter off. Let's put the tips back on to save them from rusting and ruining. And with the multimeter back, and all I gotta do now is to put all the screws back in. We're done. We're done with the changing of the pickups. The next steps are to work on the neck, and I'll probably have a look at the frets a little too, and then string it up and all that jazz. String it up, set it up, and all the good stuff. So I'm just putting my finger in the pickup selector hole, like here, pickup selector cavity. I'm just putting my finger in there, and that's not for pleasure. Doesn't have anything to do with pleasure. I'm just gonna put it there to push this a little higher up, so I make sure that when I screw it back, it's all nice and well. And now, if you want to rotate, let me move my microphone in. If you want to rotate this, it's the time to do it. Like, the time to do it is now. Right? Have a look. Because right now, I can toggle this pickup like this, and that's in the neck position, and do it like that, and that's in the bridge. But if I twist it a little bit more this way, now it's a little bit more upwards. Now, I don't want it a little bit more upwards, because I strum the guitar like this, and I want this switch selection to be in the same kind of a curve as I'm strumming, if you guys know what I mean, right? So when it comes to my own guitars, I like, because I strum like this, that's the motion. Like that is a very natural motion for me, so I want a little bit of an angle. I don't want it direct up and down, I want it a little angled this way. So when you set up your own guitar, you can actually do it. You don't even have to like solder or anything. Just open up your guitar and change the angle the way you like it, and that'll sort of work, right? So here we go. That actually works perfect for me. And so here we go. Put the washer back on. And then put the screw back on. This side is up. This side is up. Alright, and as I'm doing all of this, my finger is down at the bottom, just pushing this up. Now, just to make sure that this thing is not loose, I'm going to put a piece of cloth from there around it. And then I'm going to get this baby. There we go. I'm going to get a pair of pliers, and I'm just going to twist it while, you know, the cloth is around it, so I'm not, you know, scarring anything. Screw scratching anything. Man, I'm left-handed for these things, and clearly, hold on, this is not working. Move it. That's it. That's all I need. Make sure it's tight. It is. And we're good. See this? Making sure everything is nice and tight. So when it comes to like your, I was telling the earlier stream, when it comes to your cavity covers, you don't need to wrestle with it or make it too tight. When it comes to your pickups, the pickup rings, and that, you want to make it tight so that it's not wiggling around. And here we go. That's it. This is perfect. There's no gap or anything. This is a little tight, but not too tight. So there's always a little bit of a wiggle room. That's good. I think we're in a good position. If I ever decide to change the pickup again, I'm gonna have to replace that ground wire. But right now, I think we're in a really good spot. So, yeah, let's screw everything back together. So let's put all the screws back on. So with these ones, no wrestling. It just has to sit in there, and you make sure that the cavity is closed. No need to make it over tight or anything. Yeah. Alright, all the hard work has paid off. We are happy. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, let's see if everything is cooled down here. Is this cooled down? Yeah, perfect. It's cooled down, it's all cold. So before we move on to work on the neck, because I wanna clean the neck, polish the frets, see if there's any uneven frets or anything of that nature. So I want to do a little bit of that work. definitely need to condition the neck a little. And do a little bit of cleaning. But before I do that, I want all the unnecessary stuff out of the way. And if you guys ever do this piece of work at home, that you don't have that much room, like you guys can see that's my keyboard and mouse. This is my work desk. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? I'm doing it at home, not at a garage or at a workshop or anything, at a store. When you do these stuff at home, the first thing you realize is that you don't have much space. So you just gotta maximize your space as you go. So clean up as you go, put equipment away as you go. I can't recommend it enough. The stuff that I'm gonna need is gonna be the screwdriver set, so I'm gonna, leave it there. But I don't need to hold the screws anymore. I don't need this anymore. I don't need my soldering iron anymore. I don't need these cloths anymore, or my knife. So I'm just gonna do a quick cleanup while you guys are enjoying some music. And I made sure on YouTube that this is an ad-free stream, guys, when we're live. Now, tell you guys something. I'm not gonna play any ads, right? Because I promised you guys on the thumbnail that there are no ads. However, I'm gonna play some music for you guys to listen to it while I'm just doing a quick cleanup. By the way, can I tell you guys some fun fact? When I was doing the, when you go to the YouTube live stream settings, I had to, today, I had to turn off the ads twice. Somehow it came back on again. So what I'm asking for your favor is, please do this for me. If there's any ads while we're live, let me know so I can check that setting again. So I'm checking the setting right now, and there shouldn't be any ads, as it's not supposed to, okay? It's supposed to be an ad-free live stream. If something like that comes up, like if you see an ad on this, do let me know right away so I can turn it back off again. Because right now it's turned off. It's not supposed to be on. Okay? Alright, yeah, no, it's turned off. Okay, cool. Let's go. Alright, I'm just gonna do a quick cleanup.
Getting older, before everything is over. Baby, come closer, make me breathe harder, make me yours harder, make me want it all over. Every word you never say still finds me somehow. I don't need to hear your voice, I feel you now. Stay a little closer. Don't explain a thing. I don't need forever. Just this quiet feeling. Stay right where you are. In the glow we made. If this moment disappears, let it fade this way. Your hand is barely touching, but I feel the heat. Like a secret in my chest, you don't have to speak. Stay a little closer. Don't explain a thing. I don't need forever. Just this quiet feeling. I fell for you.
I'll clean up the rest a little later. I just needed to make more space.
I fell for you.
And now, let me also bring my conditioner and cleaner, actually.
I fell for you.
There we go. All right, so we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Okay, so now let's do a bit of cleaning here, shall we? So change the pickup is already done. We did our cleanup of the desk. It's already done. There's more cleanup to be done, but I don't want you guys to watch me cleaning things up. I want you to watch me do things. Real things. Okay, so this neck is played a lot. I'm not sure if you guys can see it on the camera, but it's dirty. There's a lot of dirt on it. And the frets are kind of dull. They're no longer shiny as they should be. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna clean the fretboard a little bit, but we're not gonna overtly clean it. We're gonna then do a bit of polishing of the frets, then do a full-on cleaning. Do you guys know why? A lot of people do it the other way around. I like to do a gentle cleaning first, do the fret polishing, then go for a proper cleaning of the neck. And the reason for that is that your guitar cleaners and your fretboard conditioner, so today I'm using the Paul Reed Smith PRS guitar cleaner, and I'm using the Dunlop O2 fretboard conditioner. These are the ones that I'll be using today. The reason for that is that the conditioners, some conditioners, have flammable material in them. So if you put, you condition your neck, you put that material on your frets, on your neck and the frets, right? And then you go about polishing your frets to shine them up. What happens is that friction creates burning on your fretboard. It browns the fretboard and the frets. And that's not a good thing. So always what you want to do is to do a gentle cleaning, go for the fret polish, and then after is when you do the proper cleaning and the conditioning. That's how you want to do it. Okay? Doroteo says the fabulous Freebirds versus the Von Erichs, WCW. And then he says, PRS cleaner, bruh. You couldn't help yourself, Sorenzo. Alright, so for those who don't know, PRS is one of my top 3 favorite guitar brands. And on this stream quite regularly, too frequently, I talk about how good they are with their quality control and all that. And this is a thing that Dorothea and I got going on. So even my cleaner is a PRS cleaner, is what Dorothea's saying. And he is right. That's the thing. I can't say it's funny because it's true. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Brother, to your health, my man. Appreciate you. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is to use some old cloth to do my cleaning. Yep. That'll do. Here we go. And these are the burns from the soldering, by the way. Here we go. Let's do a bit of cleaning here. So tell me, what's everybody's plan for the weekend? What are we up to? Doroteo, Krusty, Lemon. What's the plan for the weekend? Anybody going out to some live shows? Battle Scars. Yeah, Battle Scars for the... All right. By the way, guys, my recommendation when it comes to cleaners is for you to not to directly apply the cleaning stuff on the fretboard. Do it on a cloth and then rub it. That will be my way to go about it. It's safer for your fretboard. Though sometimes I completely negate that rule, so do as you wish. Curious to see how level my frets are actually. A second, let's just put this down. Lay it flat. And is there any weight on my headstock? No, not really. Good. Okay. Let's see how level the frets are. I'll be keen to see. Alright. By the way, to check and see if the frets are level or not, we use this tool called the fret rocker. So you essentially put it on 3 frets at the same time, and if it wobbles, if the fret rockers on top of the 3 frets wobbles, it means that the middle one is higher than the other ones. That's how you essentially measure. Doroteo says, going to my niece's birthday party. It's cocktail dress code. She is in her early 30s. Hell yeah. Have a great time, man. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm glad you do these family stuff. You do family stuff a lot. I like it, dude. Hats off to you. Having a good, having that inner circle is a blessing that not everybody has. So, yeah, hats off to you. Have a good time, dude. Have a good time. That's the way. All right, let's check it out. So, on the higher registers, the frets are closer together. So you use the smaller part of the fret rocker. As you go to the upper registers, the distance between your frets increase. So you use different legs, different parts of your fret rocker to measure it, okay? They're not bad. No, man, they're pretty good actually. They're in a decent. The higher registers are a little at the end, a little uneven. But the lower registers are super good actually. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're good. The couple of frets down here are a little uneven. But just a little, like. Let me bring my fret hammer. And here we go. Yeah, no, we're good. I don't think we need to worry about it too much. Okay, so we're in a good spot. Let us buff and shine and polish our fretboard a little. Our frets, rather. My toolbox. Here we go. So, guys, to polish my frets, I use this equipped piece of thing called fret erasers. There's different ways that you can do this. I like to use fret erasers because they're so easy to use. And all they are is just literally eraser sandpapers, kind of a vibe, right? Like this. You have 180 grit, you have 400 grit, and a 1000 grit. So I basically start with the 400 first. So this one is a little coarse at the top. The 180 is a little too much. So start with a finer grade like 400, and then you go to the 1000 grit, and then we're good. This thing's gonna look shiny. So for you guys to have a reference and to do a bit of a comparison, check this out. See how not that shiny they may be? Have a look. Let's see now if we can actually make him properly shiny. So give me my headstock rest. Go. And let's shine him up. Now, you don't want that eraser, that sandpaper, that whatever. Steel wool, some people use it. You don't want that on your fretboard. You only want it on the fret, the metal part. So on the metal, not on the wood. And so therefore, you can actually get, and with this product, by the way, I bought it from Amazon. It's called Baroque Fret Erasers. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I just use it and it works perfectly. I bought it from Amazon very cheaply too, right? With this, with the erasers, come these protections, essentially. So what you would do is that you would put this on the fret, so that when you rub these erasers on your fret, it doesn't scratch your fretboard. That's all it is. Very simple, right? So like, for example, I'm going to put it there. See? And then I'm going to pick up the 400 and erase away like that. Give me my, give me the cloth. Cover this bit a little so that nothing gets into my pickup. And that's it. So all it is now for me to do is to just rub this on and shine my frets. Yeah. Right? Now, with the more coarse one, with the lower grit, so 400, I want to mostly spend my time on the side, a little bit on the top, and then with the 1000, spend more time on the top, because you don't want to reduce the height of your fret. You don't want to flatten the crown of your frets, because then your guitar is going to have intonation issues. Right? That's really, really important. Doroteo says, I have the same hammer, got from Amazon. Hell yeah. Firm handshakes, me too. No, actually, I didn't get it from Amazon. You know where I got it from? Alibaba. It was even cheaper. I don't remember how much was it that I think it was like for like $2 or $3 US. I bought it directly from AliExpress, I think it's called. Yeah, this one. I think I bought it from AliExpress like $2-3. So cheap. But it's a really good one. Doroteo says, I use Music Nomad Fret Polish. They're really good. I think I might have a bottle there. I don't know whether it's a fret polish or... No, I have a bottle here, actually. Hold on. I think I got a... Yeah, there it is. It's my Music Nomad stuff. They're pretty good, too. They're really good. That's a good choice. Alan Ramirez says, hey bro, how you doing? I'm good. Alan, how are you? How's things? Happy Saturday, Friday. I don't know where you are in the world. Hope things are well, man. Alan, do you mod your guitar at home athletically? Let's go to the next. So yeah, what I'll be doing tomorrow. So once I'm done with this, with cleaning the guitar and everything else, I'll wire my guitar up. I put the strings on it and everything else. And then I'll let the guitar sit for a little while, like a day maybe, before I go and properly set it up, because I want my guitar to settle. You don't want to, you know what I mean? Because always, whenever you make adjustments on your guitar, changing pickups, changing the neck, inserting shims, whatever that may be, your guitar needs some time to adjust. You know what I mean? So always, let the guitar sit a little with the new strings before you go on about, you know, completely setting it up like properly. Because otherwise, it's going to adjust itself, the guitar, and all the hard work that you've done is just going to go away, you know? It's not going to work out the way you like it. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can see it from on the camera, but there's the like a little bit of residue of the eraser on my fretboard, and this is why I said you want to do the cleaning at like proper cleaning at the very end. You know? You really want to do it right at the very end. Oh, there maybe. See where we are? Yes. Can you guys see the difference? Have a look. See the difference in this shine, this one, and this one. I see it a little bit, but not that much. But like, if you were here in person, you'd see like a massive difference between the two. Like huge. It's not even close. It's not even close. Yeah. All right, so now I'm getting to a slightly wider frets. So I'm just gonna use the bigger protector. Yeah. Dorothy says, looking good. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You know, looking after the baby, and the real reward is once everything is in, your strings are on, set up, ready to go. And that new pickup is gonna sound like a monster. That new pickup is gonna sound like a lion that is ready to hunt, that is ready to just assert its dominance in the hierarchy of pickups. That's what I'm, oh my lord. That's what I just can't wait to play with the new pickup. I'm impressed, by the way, by the fretwork of this guitar. This guitar is almost 20 years old. Right? Almost 20 years old. And my god, the frets are almost like pristine. There was like a couple of frets in the higher registers that are a little bleh. Just a little. But everything else is like beautiful. Every other fret like looks really good. I'm really happy about it. Yeah. Alright, let's get this over with quickly. Yeah. If you guys like, you know, are fans of your guitars and you like your own guitars, you enjoy them, do these little things for the guitar and you'll realize how much more you enjoy your guitar and how much more it becomes yours. It really, really becomes yours when you do these little things on your guitar and do those little mods or just like basic stuff like, you know, polishing the frets and properly setting it up at home yourself. Like, these are little things that really make the guitar yours. So yeah. And I really enjoy doing them, so. Yeah. By the way, tomorrow's stream, there's this one weird guitar that was recently released. that I'll be talking about, which is like a bit of a slightly weird news to me. So tomorrow's stream is gonna be like we're gonna have a hot docket tomorrow, for our new guitars and guitar market stuff. There we go. All right, let me clean the protector. Yeehaw! Hell yeah! Look at that. Look at that. Look, a little bit more here. Just a little bit more there, and nice. You know, one of the things I always wonder, you know, doing guitar things full time now pretty much, and working a full-time job as well. One of the things I always wonder is, you know, making time and being more efficient with my time management, like my time allocation of different things. And man, there are moments like this when I really wonder, like, I'm in awe of how good of a job people with children do with their time management. I am in awe. So if you got like a kid or 2 or 3, God bless you. Like, and you manage to, you know, find some time to play guitar and practice properly and all that, and look after it and all this stuff. Hats off to you, like, big time. Because I got 2 cats, and you know, they still got their needs. You gotta cook food for them because we cook for them. We like them to have natural food. It's better for their health. Cook for them, clean them, brush them, you know, clean the litter, change the water for them regularly. They got a water fountain, which is awesome, with filters and everything else. And I change that water once or twice a day. You know, doing all this stuff for them, and then obviously playing with them, paying attention to them, playing with them and all that. And it's just like, sometimes I can't stop but to think that I'm running out of time. Like, I don't have time working pretty much 2 jobs and doing this. So if you got kids, hats off to you, because raising a kid is far, far more of a difficult task, and you know, tiring task, I guess, in some ways, than raising cats. Which is what I got. I got 2 cats at home. That's it. You know. So yeah, if you've got kids and you still do this stuff, man, hats off to you. Teach me how you do it. Like, yeah. By the way, if it looks like I'm putting pressure on the neck, I'm not. I'm just like holding this and doing that. So I'm not actually putting any pressure on the neck or anything, in case you're wondering. Yeah. It's just like, let the razor do its job kind of a vibe. Like, you know how Gordon Ramsay on cooking programs says, you know, let the kitchen do its job. Let the kitchen, Jesus Christ. Let the knife do the work. He says it all the time. So with this one, you too want to let the eraser do the work. Yeah. And when you clean you guys, by the way, do you guys know why it's important to polish the frets? It's not just the looks, by the way, for those who are wondering. When you polish the frets and you hold the fret when your guitar is strong, and you put the strings on your guitar and you hold notes, those notes, those strings are gonna be coming in direct contact with the fret metal, right? Like you push your string against the fret. Anything that touches the string is God when it comes to your guitar tone. When it comes to how clear your guitar sounds like, how clean it sounds like, anything that touches the string is God, okay? What you're doing, essentially, you're making the surface that your strings touch when you play clean, rust-free. And that actually improves the clarity of your tone, okay? The tone of your guitar. That it really, really does improve it. So that's why we do it. It's not just an aesthetic thing. And also, when you want to bend, so you press down a note. Oops, my camera went out again. When you want to do, some bends, you push the string down against the fret and you rub it on the fret, right? There's frictions as you do all the bends that you want to do. And that makes the bend also friction free. So it makes your bends sound better too. And this is exactly why, my friends, you want to polish your frets. When you change your strings, I like to do a bit of polishing. Yeah. Dorotio says playability bending. Yes, sir. Playability, the bending, also the looks, how nice and shiny your guitar neck looks like. It just makes your guitar new, It literally makes your guitar new. It's like how I went to a barber shop and just made myself look like this. No longer a jungle man. Makes you look like that. It takes the guitar to a barber shop. A new man. Yeah. Isn't it insane though? Like, you would think, oh, it's just a guitar. You pick up and play, whatever, right? But like, if you dig deeper, there's so much going on. And I'm like, no wonder making a good guitar is always a tough thing to do. No wonder not many people can make good guitars. There's just so much involved and so much attention to, so much detail is in there. And, getting all those details right is something that takes skill, taste, not just skill and taste. It's one of those things that it's, a mechanical thing, but it's also artwork. Think of the guitar that you really like your ideal guitar. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's an artwork building a good guitar. It's not just material quality of build. It has to also do with taste. And what they say about having taste, right? The thing that they say about taste, you can't buy it with money. You can't buy taste with money. You just can't. So, yeah. Okie dokie. So, done with the 400 grit. Now, we want to put the 400 back, and we're going to bring the 1000 out, which is much finer, and that is going to really just give the ultimate shine to the frets. So, this is going to be a lot quicker, by the way. I'm just going to start right away from here. Quick, and I'm going to do it at the top too. Because this is so fine, the 1000 grit is so fine, so tiny and fine grained, it's not really going to impact the height of my pickups or anything. Height of my frets or anything. I'm just going to quickly rub it on either side, left, right, and then the top, go to the next. Ooh yeah. Let's go. So you go left, right, top, left, right, and top. Left. Come on, right. And top. Oh yeah, clearly this one. So yeah. I've ordered some gold Stumac fret wire, 48 foot of it. I ordered 48 foot worth of gold fret wire from Stumac, and little by little on stream live we will be refretting different guitar necks, starting with the headless guitar, by the way. So here we go. Tell you guys, I saw this Les Paul. And I talked about it briefly on our last Saturday night stream. Last week. That Les Paul is about 2/3 or 3/5 of the thickness of an average Les Paul, the thickness of the body. So it's a very slim-bodied Les Paul. And I know, like, you know, if it's not really true to the ethos of Gibson. But it was there, and I was like, oh my god, like, do I buy it? I was so tempted. So I don't know whether I'll buy it or not. But it was nice to see something like that in the market, because I don't like thick-bodied guitars. You know? Yeah. Plus, it's a Gibson, right? Like, you never know. Like, you want to play with the freaking thing first. Before you buy it, you want to inspect it properly, otherwise. I mean, you never know what kind of quality control issues are going to be in that. You know? Like fret sprouts and uneven neck and uneven frets. You know? Like not leveled. So, yeah. Yeah. I was reading an article about Jack White, you know, the White Stripes, Seven Nations Army, that famous song, obviously, right? Da 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 da. I was reading an article, and so far, I kid you guys not, I thought that they were brothers and sisters. Like the two, the drummer and the guitar player. Jack and, I forgot Meg, I think is the girl's name. I thought they were like siblings. And it turns out that no, they're actually married. They were married together, so they were husband and wife before they divorced. They got divorced. But they pretended like they're brothers sisters, and I'm like, who would do that? Why would you do that? So apparently that was the story behind it. But up until not long ago, I really thought that they are actually brothers and sisters. Turns out they were husbands and wives. And after the band went on hiatus and got disbanded shortly after, Meg, the drummer, went to oblivion. We never saw her again or heard of her again. I was like, all right, now we know what happened. Yeah. Okay, so I know, Dorotio, you use fret polish. How would you just put the polish on a cloth and go for it? How do you polish your frets usually, Dorotio? And do you tape the fretboard when you do that? How do you go about it? How does everybody go about it? Like, how do you guys do your frets usually? I'd be keen to know. because the eraser is convenient, not convenient, but it's like easy to do, and it kind of makes sense to me, you know, and it's not really sort of like an abrasive, you know, intrusive kind of a thing that ruins your frets, you know. But if there's a way to, you know, give it the same kind of a polish, same care, but also, you know, damage the frets less or reduce the chance of damaging the frets less, I'd obviously be keen to know about it. So I'll be interested to see like who does how and what when it comes to, you know, doing their frets. I'd be interested to know. A little more. Just need that shine at the corner, man. Come on. There we go.
Heal my heart, be my way, let me do with you. Hold my name like it breaks on your tongue. Touch my skin like you're scared I might run.
All right, let's get some music, shall we?
It's soft like it's dangerous.
There we go.
So try slow, hard slow. Let me see your face. Don't stop, baby, don't stop. I wanna hide forever in your
heart.
Drive slow, drive slow. Let me see your face. Don't stop, don't stop. I wanna hide forever in your heart.
Almost done. 3 more frets left. I gotta get the smaller one now.
Trace my thoughts like they're glass in your hands.
Giorgio says, I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night, my man. Good night. Rest well. Get that well-deserved shut-eye. Thank you so much for joining on both of these dudes. So good to see ya. We'll do the Saturday night stream as like we usually do. But have a good rest. Take a good care of yourself. I'll see you around.
Forever in your heart.
Alright, done. Done. Alrighty. Now that the polishing is over, I'm just going to clean up my protections, my protectors, fretboard protectors, and then I'm going to put the eraser back and just get the polished stuff out of the way. That's easy as that. Here we go. Done with this. Put these back in the destroyed plastic package. Put them together. And then all I'm gonna do is just to put them all right in this same pack together. Here we go. Done. Easy. Get rid of it. And now all is left to do for us, and we can do the rest of the project maybe tomorrow. All is left for us to do is to just clean up the guitar. I'm gonna clean it up and I'm gonna put it, you know, do I string it? I can string it. It's just gonna take a long time to string and set up. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll just put a cloth under that. Maybe I'll just do this. Give me a second. Where's my tremolo bridge? Tremolo. There we go. That's my tremolo bar, not a bridge. Here, there. Up. Tuck it in there. Some extra cushioning. Better. And I'm gonna clean the guitar up. And play some guitar after. Okay. Let us cut a little bit more cleaning cloth. Go. All right, let's now let's properly clean the guitar up. So properly clean it up, properly condition it. Here we go. Done and dusted. Here we go. All right, cool. Let's do this. As much as I don't like to go direct, I'll just do it because there's a lot of grime and grease on this neck, man. I played this guitar so much. I have to do it like 2-3 rounds of cleaning on this. Look at that. And it's still got some cleaning to do. It's still not fully clean. That's a lot more tolerable. Needs more though. Yeah. Alright, let's do another one. Do another round. This thing is dirty. Alrighty. Alright, this looks a lot cleaner. A million times cleaner, man. Oh, yeah, a lot cleaner. Okay. But the fretboard is also really dry. So what we're gonna do now is to pick up some conditioner and conditioner this neck too. Where is the lid for my, there we go. So that was, my friends, the PRS cleaner. And now, let us use the conditioner. And this is the conditioner I'm using. That's the Dunlop 02. And all you want to do is to essentially go dab, dab, rub, rub. Let it sit there for, I don't know, 20 seconds or something. And then you can just wipe it off properly. Yeah, this is a little dry, so I might leave it a little longer than 20 seconds, but let's see. All right. Actually, and then I don't want to use the cleaning cloth to wipe out the conditioner. I mean, I could use the same cloth, I guess. Rather not. Nope. Okay, we're out of cloth, guys. We're out of soft spot. Might as well just use that. Never mind. We're out of cloth today. Bucket. So after we finish applying the conditioner, what we want to do is to spread it over quickly, right? And then once it's spread over, you let it settle for some time, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever, depending on how dry your fretboard is. And then once that is done, you just wipe the whole thing out. So just really go for it, wipe it out, essentially. So first is the spread. Let me do some extra here because we're going for the spread. There we go. So first is for the spread, and then it's for the complete wipe. So just quick there. Just spread it over, make sure everywhere gets it. There we go. And that's it. Ah. There we go. Mission accomplished. I think we can leave the table today thinking that we did what we wanted to do. With no regrets whatsoever. So guys, I think we're going to leave it here. We've done everything we wanted to do. We changed the pickup. We cleaned the fret, polished the frets. We did all of our checks. We bought a new soldering iron in between 2 streams today. And then did the work. And yeah. This guitar is ready to get restrung. And ready to, ready to get the party started. And so yeah, what we're going to do, we're just going to leave it here. And then we do the restringing and everything else at the end of tomorrow's stream. So tomorrow's stream, we got a really good docket. We're going to talk about the guitar market, new guitars, so a lot of it will be online. At the very end of it, we will go on and try to restring the guitar and vibe with everybody and have a chat. And mission accomplished. Guys, with that said, thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. Love you guys to death. I'll see you Saturday night for the Guitar Angle live stream. With that said, my friends, take a good care of yourselves. I'll see you next.